My name is Stacy Ratner. I've been involved in tech startups in a founding role for a little over 15 years now. I'm older than most of the people in the audience by far, probably. Some of them were great, but the one I want to tell you about very briefly was one that really was horrible. Okay, it was a company whose name I won't give you because they've gone out of business, but it was a company that remarketed off-lease vehicles on the internet through a corporate chain to consumer public, which meant we sold used cars on the web. Also, I have a law degree. I was a lawyer selling used cars. Okay, this is the lowest karmic level you can ever dream of not achieving. I did that for 6 years, from idea through $20 million in committed venture money, national rollout, international potential. I hated my life. I hated everything about it. And so when I left that company, by which I mean when my board ran me out of the company and brought in a bunch of men from Europe who thought they could run it better, notice the company doesn't exist anymore, just a point I want to make. When that happened, I had one of those moments where you think, what is it that I want to do with my life? What is it that I want to do with my career? What is it that I want the world to have been because I was in it? And it turned out that my cause that I really care about intensely is literacy. A, because I think it's a basic human right, and B, because I think once you are fed and housed and safe and clothed and ideally healthy, the next most important thing you can be if you want to make a mark in the world is literate. And that seemed to me like an obvious truth. And then I found out that in the city of Chicago, which is just one example, 47% of the adults in our city have low or limited literacy skills. And what I mean by that is they qualify as having trouble reading a bus schedule, reading the label on a can of food, filling out a basic job application. This is the case because in Cook County, a little more than 45% of our third graders don't read at grade level. And you can kind of see what happens from there. Which is why in 2006, I really changed what I wanted to do and I started Open Books, which is a nonprofit literacy group here in Chicago. That eventually led to Hooray Learning, to the Chicago Literacy Alliance. I run all three of them now. In the aggregate, we have served 26,000 students over the last 8 years. We have annual budgets in excess of over $2 million, and we have put millions of books in the hands of readers nationwide, some for free and some paid, because for-profit, nonprofit, as long as it serves the cause, I don't think it matters particularly. So when I thought about what I was going to say tonight, what I really want to say to you is it's not the size of the company that you found, it's what the company exists to do, and why it's the company that you need to start right now. Because I can tell you that there was a lot more money to be made in used cars than there is in making sure that kids get excited about reading. But the reason I get up and come to work every day in 3 different jobs is because I think that's changing the future of the world.